When I was little, I used to play with dolls. I was obsessed. Every birthday, they were all I'd want. They were mostly Barbies, but I had a few Kens too, so my Barbies could date, because that's what people do. I used to match them up. The prettiest Barbie was me, and the most handsome Ken, well, that was who I need to be with, and they would go on dates to the Barbie mall. I had a little set with the shops and all, and Barbie would go get her hair done in the hair salon, and Ken would go to the gym and work out and get strong, because that's what I thought boys and girls were supposed to do. You see, without a second thought, that's what I was told was true, so soon I set out to find a kid of my own, someone I could love, with whom I would grow old, but no matter where I looked, I couldn't find the right guy. No one in my grade 1 class seemed to fit the bill, and I couldn't figure out why. As I grew up, it seemed everyone around me did too, and the next thing I knew, my Barbies were in a box going to the thrift shop with all the clothing I'd outgrew. Middle school came, and people started dating. My best friend got a boyfriend and started acting kind of vacant. People would never give up on asking who I liked, and they wouldn't believe me when I said no one, so I picked a guy. One of my friends convinced myself I liked him so the questions would end. Before I knew it, high school arrived. First day of grade 9 English, a beautiful girl caught my eye, and I remember riding the bus home after school that day, and a little voice in my head was like, "Hey Abby, you're gay." No, wait, not at all, not me. I've liked guys before, so it really can't be. I mean, I'm fine with others being gay, but that's them. I'm me, I'm straight, I'm normal, not a character on Glee. Throughout the next few weeks, as I got to know this girl better, the thoughts wouldn't leave me alone. They kept running through my head, and eventually I thought, enough is enough. I'm straight as an arrow. My thoughts can fuck off. Fuck this girl. No, not like that in a metaphorical sense. Despite everything I secretly wanted, I pushed the thoughts out of my head, and high school continued. The months dragged by. I even managed to convince myself I liked a couple guys, but something had changed. People were asking if I was alright. They said I seemed down, and, well, they were right. I didn't realize it at the time, didn't put 2 and 2 together, but denying myself of who I truly was, it wasn't making things better. Until one miraculous day, I was sitting with her at lunch break. My head was on her shoulder, and the thoughts, they came back again, except this time, instead of bluntly saying, "Hey Abby, you're gay," they said, "Admit it, you really want to stay here forever with your head on her shoulder," and I thought, damn, that's right. And then I looked over at my friend, this girl, and before I knew what I was saying, the words came out of my mouth, "Hey, I think I'm gay." Or maybe bisexual, I don't really know, but you see, there's this girl, and I think I'm really into her, and she just looked at me, and I was so scared she was gonna say something like, "Ew, we can't be friends if you're gay." But she just said, "Cool, is it anyone I know?" And I laughed to myself, and the relief flowed through me. I finally said it, admitted it. It was out there. I kind of had a crush on a girl, and I didn't know what this meant for me, for my future, but I knew it felt like a huge weight had just been lifted off of my shoulders. Flash forward, 1 year later, I still liked that same girl a lot. She found out it was her. She was straight, so that sucked. But at that point, I was out to almost everyone at school, and people accepted me, and I wasn't the only queer one too. And then picture this, I'm sitting with my mom and sister in the car wash. And before I knew what I was saying, the words just came out of my mouth. "Hey Mom, Evie, I'm gay." And they just sat there for a second, not really knowing what to say, the water pounding down on the roof of the car until my mom turned around and was like, "Yeah, I know you are." So this was it, I was out. I soon told my dad. Well, technically my mom did, but that wasn't as bad as it sounds. That's a whole other story for another time. All that matters is that at this point, I was no longer denying myself of who I truly was, but the self-hatred that had harvested when I was at my lowest point, it never really went away. And that's something that I struggle with even to this day, but at least I've come to terms with the fact that I am gay.